Hi, travelers. How are you doing today? It is day 7 of the 21 Gratitude Challenge. Um, if you've been tracking with me from day 1, I'd like to congratulate you as we've made it to 1 week so far. And it's been a very exciting week for me. So I just want to share with you a recap of everything that not really everything, but the key highlights of what the week has been for me in terms of practicing gratitude. And I hope I can hear from you as well. Well, in this week that I have been practicing gratitude, lots of things have begun to happen, and I think it's just been a gradual, incremental shift that I've been experiencing. And I'm truly excited for what the next 14 days brings because the benefits of practicing gratitude have been tremendous for me. If you've been watching my previous videos, you'll remember I shared with you, that one of the fast and immediate benefits that I had practicing gratitude was that um, I just had got this internal peace, and I really just have been in a mode of being really happy, almost unconditionally happy, actually, if I may say so myself. And so that's been a really awesome experience for me. But in addition to that, by keeping in a state of being grateful all the time, I also began to be more present in my life, being able to fully live in the present moment and not have my mind going crazy with so many different thoughts. So that's been another added benefit for me, that the more I practice gratitude, the more present and in the moment I have become. And what I also noticed was, without fail, has been that the more grateful I was about the things either that I had or the things that I was experiencing, the more life gave me things to be grateful for. And this has been pretty much without a doubt happening, like cause and effect type thing. I don't know. So even this morning, I woke up and I got an email from my internet TV subscriber, and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna give you an HBO package free." And I thought to myself, "Wow, that's kind of interesting." HBO, it's an expensive package to purchase, and I'm getting it for free, and I didn't have to do anything at all for it. And that's the other thing, is that I have noticed that the more I practice gratitude, um, not only do I get more things to be grateful for, but also life or events in my life seem to kind of be working themselves out without me having to stress out so much about that. So today, for example, I was on my way home, and usually I will park at a transit center and then take the metro bus to work. But today I kind of got everything done, and I decided I'll take the train home. So as I was walking to the metro, I met a colleague of mine, and I was rushing, like literally, to grab the next train. But she wanted to shoot the breeze for a while, and so we were chatting for a minute, and I missed that train. But the way I had kind of scheduled my thing was that I needed to be able to be at the metro station closer to where I live to be able to catch the bus by 3 or 6 p.m. so I could, make it on time to meet up with a friend of mine. And while I was chatting with my colleague, a part of my mind started to kind of go monkey, like monkey brain, saying, "Oh my God," like, trying to listen to her but not really be present because I'm thinking, "Oh my God, I'm going to be late." But I said, "No, no. Let's just be grateful for the moment. Here I am. I don't always have this opportunity to chat with a colleague. Let's just shoot the breeze for a while, and whatever happens, happens." And so we chatted, and I took the next train, which arrived like at 2:15. I thought to myself, I'm not going to be able to make it on time for 3 or 6. But I was kind of relaxed about it and thought, well, what's the big deal about that? It's really not a big deal. I'll just catch the next bus or have my friend come pick me up at the metro. But surprisingly, guys, I actually got to my metro stop with literally a minute to spare. And as I was rushing, as I got out of the metro station to go get the bus for some reason was like 1 minute late. So everything just kind of worked itself out perfectly, and I kind of got on the bus and was able to make it to where I had parked my car to, bring me home. And so I think the moral of the story here is that sometimes what I'm beginning to understand is, or what I'm beginning to witness anyway, is that somehow by just being present in the moment and just maintaining a space of being grateful, I'm able, not that I'm able to, but I think somehow life situations tend to kind of work themselves out without me really having to be that much stressed out about something. And so I've had a lot of things happen to me in this past week where things that I think about that I desire just seem to kind of manifest with ease. That's like so effortlessly. And so that again makes me think, oh my God, the mind is very powerful. So if we plant negative thoughts, we will reap negative things. But if we plant positive thoughts, we will reap positive things. And so that brings me to the fourth point, which is that I've been able to attract actually people around me who are more grateful. So it's like attracting like. And as a result of this practice, I've also been mindful about the things that I consume mentally. And I think what I'm beginning to understand, and the lesson that I learned this morning as well, was that gratitude puts you in a position or aligns you to be in a position to receive what life has to offer you. And it's also putting me on a journey where I'm trying to master my mind, right? Because I'm beginning to notice that the difference in the way that I think, the way that I've been thinking this week versus the way I might have been thinking in the past. And it's that, for most people, we tend to think, oh, like I am my thoughts, and I can, like when I think something, I have to act on it. Or when I think something, then it's inevitable, I'm going to feel a certain way. But what I'm actually beginning to understand is that I have much more control over my thoughts than I thought previously. Weird, right? I have much more control over my thoughts than I previously imagined. And so what I'm trying to do right now, and I think my challenge also for the next week, is to be able to focus more on mastering my mind, because I should be the master of my mind. I should be the one that directs my mind to what it needs to focus on, and not the other way around. So I think that for most people, it's the mind that governs the individual. Like we let our minds run around like little children without adult supervision. And our minds can take us a million thoughts per second and take us emotionally through this emotional roller coaster. And we feel like we're victims of our mind, or we feel like we're victims of our thoughts. But what I'm realizing is that no, I have to bring my mind and hold it. I have to bring my mind under submission to me. So my mind's not going to be the one that's telling me how to feel. I'm going to take ownership of my emotions. I'm going to take ownership of my thoughts. I am going to direct my thoughts. And I am going to begin to be more intentional about the life that I'm creating, about the words that I'm speaking, about the emotions that I am feeling. So that's kind of where I am right now. And I know that at different points in my life, I've actually been in this space, not necessarily in this exact space, but I've had those realizations about, being able to, master our thoughts and master my mind. But I lacked consistency. And that's the other thing. It's that by being able to go through this challenge, it's also a challenge in terms of being consistent. And that's why I decided it would be a 21-day challenge, because they do say that it takes 21 days to form a habit. So that by day 22, practicing gratitude would already be a habit that's been formed, that we can continue to go along. And so in the past, while I understood some of these things, I wasn't necessarily always consistent in applying them. But I'm truly thankful that, now I'm beginning to be more committed to doing that and to developing myself as an individual at that level even more. So it takes a lot of discipline to actually direct one's mind, and I'm looking forward to holding myself accountable, and I'm sharing this with you guys so that you too can hold me accountable, and I'd be happy to share what goes on next. Well, that's been that for week one. I'm super excited that I was able to complete week one, and I'm very much looking forward to completing the second week. So stay consistent, guys. Keep it going, keep it up, and be inspired and spread the love. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.